Good morning, students. Have a nice day. Hope all of you are safe at home. Today we will see Science and Technology Part 2, in which fourth chapter is Environmental Management. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the ecosystem, a review, environment and ecosystem, environment conservation, environment management, and biodiversity hotspots. So let's begin with first topic, ecosystem, a review. Ecosystem is formed by biotic and abiotic factors and their interaction with each other. Biotic means living factors and abiotic means non-living factors. Each factor plays very important role in the ecosystem. Every factor is equally important. Producers like plants are important. Producers produce food material into their body with the help of photosynthesis. Herbivores like deer, goats, sheep, cattle, horses, camels, etc. feeding upon producers are also important. Herbivores means plant-eating animals or grass-eating animals. Predators like lion and tiger, which prevent the overpopulation of herbivores, are also equally important. Predator means flesh-eating animals, feeds upon other animals. A question may arise in our mind that whether the caterpillars found in the nature, organisms present in filthy places, termites, insects present in dung are really useful. However, those organisms are also important though they are dirty. They are responsible for cleaning the environment. It means that our existence is due to these factors present around us. Therefore, we should care for these factors. We know that paddy, that is rice, is cultivated on large scale in various states of South India. Grasshoppers attacks on the paddy field. Frogs are also present in large number in the mud of paddy field to feed upon grasshoppers, and snakes are also present therein to feed upon their favorite food, frogs. Now think, if frog population declines all of a sudden, what will be the effect on paddy crop? Answer is, if frog population declines all of a sudden, population of grasshopper will increase, which will destroy the paddy crop. Second question, number of which consumer will decline and which will increase? Answer is, snakes will decline and grasshopper will increase as there is no frogs in the field. 3. What will be overall effect on that ecosystem? The answer is, the ecosystem will be imbalanced as the one level of organisms changes the entire ecosystem. Now let us learn about the relationship between environment and ecosystem. Environment is a broad concept. Many physical, chemical, and biological factors affecting the living organisms in any possible way is collectively called as environment. Means, environment is the condition in the surrounding. Environment includes many biotic, that is living, abiotic, non-living, natural and artificial factors. There are two main types of environment. One is natural environment, other is artificial environment. Natural environment consists biotic as well as abiotic factors like air, atmosphere, water, land. These are abiotic factors, and living organisms, that is plants, animals and microbes are the biotic factors. The interaction between biotic and abiotic factors in the environment is very important. Artificial environment is also affects the natural environment directly or indirectly. In any kind of environment, there are two basic factors: biotic factors, that is living; abiotic factor, that is elements of the nature including soil, wind, water, heat, etc. Science that deals with the study of interactions between biotic and abiotic factors of the environment is called as ecology. Basic functional unit used to study the ecology is called as ecosystem. Our environment consists of many ecosystems, and we have studied some ecosystems in the earlier classes. For example, pond is a small ecosystem, whereas the earth is the largest ecosystem. In brief, biotic and abiotic factors occupying a definite geographical area and their interactions collectively constitute the ecosystem. When some natural factors of environment and some artificial polluted factors harm the environment, it creates imbalance between various factors of the environment and ultimately affects the existence of biotic factors. At present, many environmental problems have been arisen due to effect of various natural and artificial factors on the earth. Environmental pollution is one of those main factors. Generally, contamination of any material is its pollution. Unnecessary and unacceptable changes in the surrounding environment due to natural events or human activity is called as environmental pollution. That is direct or indirect changes in physical, chemical and biological properties of air, water and soil which will be harmful to human and other living being is environmental pollution. Various reasons like population explosion, fast industrialization, indiscriminate use of natural resources, deforestation, and unplanned urbanization are responsible for environmental pollution. Pollution is a broad concept. Various types of pollution like that of air pollution, water pollution, sound pollution, soil pollution, thermal pollution, light pollution occur around us. Ultimate adverse effect of all these is on existence of all the living organisms, and out of this environmental conservation has become the need of hour. Now let's see need of environmental conservation. General public is not aware about the rules of environment conservation. There should be large scale participation of the people in the environment conservation. It will be possible to answer the environmental problem only if environmental protection conservation becomes an effective public movement. For this purpose, values like positive attitude, affection towards environment, knowledge about it, etc. should be inculcated among the children since their childhood. This will help the children to make the future generation more aware about environmental conservation and protection. So as to achieve this, it is necessary to increase the awareness through education. Today, all the developed, developing and underdeveloped countries have accepted the responsibility of environmental protection. Their efforts are in that direction. They have defined the future plans about environmental protection and instituted the necessary laws. Next topic is environmental conservation, our social responsibility. From the existence of human, there is an interrelationship between human and environment. Human beings appeared on the earth long after the formation of earth. On the earth, human being proved its superiority as compared to other animals with their help of characters like intelligence, memory, imaginary ability, etc. Human established domination over the nature. Human utilized all the natural resources as much as possible. In an attempt to live a satisfactory life, human kept on snatching from the nature as much as possible, and this led to increase in problems. From this we can understand that human has a crucial role in maintaining the environmental balance. If human has disturbed the environmental balance, then human itself only can conserve and improve the quality of nature. Many times, general public is unknown that its activities are harmful to environment, and thereby unknowingly many activities happen. The big story of a small man. Jadav Molai Payang is a highly capable person born in a nomadic tribe of Assam. Born in 1963, he is working as a forest worker since the age of 16 years. Once, large number of snakes died in the flood of Brahmaputra river flowing by the village. As a preventive measure, Molai planted 20 bamboo plantlets. In 1979, the local social forestry department began a social afforestation project on 200 hectares of land. Molai was one of the few forest workers who were looking after that project. Molai continued to plant the trees even after completion of the project. As a result of his continuous work of planting and caring for the trees, the barren area witnessed the forest cover over the 1,360 acres. Today, this jungle in Kokilamukh of Jorhat district of Assam is the result of the hard work for 30 years. He has been awarded with the prestigious Padma Shri Award by the Government of India for this unparalleled work. Now, it is well known as Molai Jungle. Many people come together to destroy the forest, but a single person, if determined, can establish a new forest. Environmental conservation and biodiversity. Biodiversity is the richness of living organisms in nature due to presence of varieties of organisms, ecosystems, and genetic variation within a species. Biodiversity occurs at three different levels. First level is genetic diversity. Occurrence of diversity among the organisms of same species is genetic diversity. For example, each human being is different from other. Possibility of wiping out the species arise if there is decrease in the diversity within the species whose members involve in sexual reproduction. Species diversity. Innumerable species of organisms occur in nature. This is called as species diversity. Species diversity includes various types of plants, animals, and microbes. Ecosystem diversity. Many ecosystems are present in each region. Ecosystem is formed through the interaction between plants, animals, their habitats, changes in their surrounding, etc. Each ecosystem has its own characteristics. Animals, plants, microbes, and abiotic factors. Ecosystems are also of two types, which are natural and artificial. Sacred groves. The forest conserved in the name of the god and considered to be sacred is called as sacred grove. There are, in fact, sanctuaries conserved by the society and not by the government forest department. As it has been conserved in the name of the god, it has a special protection. These clusters of thick forest are present not only in Western Ghat of India but in the entire country. More than 13,000 sacred groves have been reported in India. Next topic is hotspots of biodiversity. 34 highly sensitive biodiversity spots are reported all over the world. Such areas had once occupied 15.7% area of the earth. At present, 86% of the sensitive areas are already destroyed. Presently, only 2.3% area of the earth has been left over with sensitive spots. It includes 1,50,000 plants species which are 50% of the world count. As far as India is considered, out of 135 species of animals, 85 species are found in the jungles of eastern region. About 1,500 endemic plant species are found in Western Ghat. Endemic means plants or animals found only in a particular region. Out of the total plant species in the entire world, 50,000 plant species are endemic. 3 endangered heritage places of the country. First is the Western Ghat spread over the states of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Tamil Nadu and Kerala has been endangered due to mining industry and search for natural gas. Habitats of Asiatic lion, wild bison of this region have been under threat. Manas Sanctuary of the Assam is under threat due to dams and indiscriminate use of water. Tiger and rhino of that region are under threat. Sundarban Sanctuary of West Bengal is reserved for tigers. However, the tiger population and overall local environment is seriously challenged by dams, deforestation, excessive fishing, trenches dug for same, etc. Students, last topic of this chapter is classification of threatened species. We'll see this in detail. 1. Endangered species. Either number of these organisms is declined or their habitat is shrunk to such an extent that they can be extinct in near future if conservative measures are not implemented. For example, lion-tailed monkey and lesser florican. 2. Rare species. Number of these organisms is considerably declined. Organisms of this species being endemic may become extinct very fast. For example, a red panda and musk deer. 3. Vulnerable species. Number of these organisms is extremely less and continues to decline. Continuous decline in their number is worrisome reason. For example, tiger and lion. 4. Indeterminate species. These organisms appear to be endangered, but due to their some behavioral habits like shyness, there is no definite and substantial information. For example, giant squirrel, which is also known as shekharu. Dear students, every year 22nd May is celebrated as World Biodiversity Day throughout the world. Thank you, students. See you soon. Till then, stay home, stay safe.